And we'll continue our discussion on brain and this dopamine rush and the mental states. Even not choosing any brain recommendation is also like forcing the brain. If you don't want to choose any recommendation, you in the first place you have to stop brain from recommending you the things. So for us that happens slowly by being in meditation for minutes to hours. And once we get an impulse from external world, the brain actually wants to use its hunger power in order to move forward in time. So it becomes hard to resist, and slowly you lose energy and you just obeys brain. So this isn't optimal tone. So success, we can use success as a catalyst. So whenever we are feeling down, we have to choose some easier tasks. Like in the same field itself, in the same field in which we need strong success, we can break that that bigger task into chunks, and we can go through the chunks which are involvable. And whenever we get stuck in those involvable chunks, we can partition those chunks into further parts. Then we can able to get succeed in those parts, and slowly our mental state will get increased, and we can able to actually succeed in the chunks itself. And slowly after succeeding the chunks, our mental state will get raised, boosted. Then we can actually uh, even tackle on the bigger task which was challenging before, overwhelming. So the mental state plays a key role here because brain recommendations are based on mental state. This is the theme line of today's discussion. Mental state influences brain recommendations. So if some kind of cheap entertaining thoughts or craving thoughts, if those kind of thoughts are entering into the brain, I mean, like if the brain is recommending those kind of thoughts, then I should be able to aware, I should become aware immediately that okay, my mental state is low. So in order to raise the mental state, you need some successes. Just to choose a small task which was already in your mind, which that small task should be a part of the bigger task which leads to a bigger success. So getting succeeded in it will raise your mental state, and you can hold that mental state for further rounds, you can say, for the rounds of tackling the situations. So slowly this success breeds the mental state. You'll get raise, you'll get the dopamine rush also. And slowly whatever you choose from the brain recommendations, the similar kind of the similar kind of recommendations will be again suggested to you in the future for that specific mental state. So for every mental state, for every kind of mental state, there are some routine thoughts associated with that mental state. So brain, in order to minimize the energy consumption, in what mental state you are, according to that, it provides some recommendations based on that mental state, so that you can involve into that specific tasks. So that's it. Thanks for today.